What's up everyone? My name is Kimberly. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing my budget closeout for June 2025. I've been on a 7-month penny pension savings challenge. I started it in April and I will end it in October. And I want to send extra money to my existing emergency fund and extra principal payments to my mortgage. I have a detailed video all about why I'm doing this. I will leave a link to my playlist in the description box in case you're interested in watching. I'm just going to jump right into the video. So for this month, the budget was $2,500. This is not my entire income. This is just the amount I pulled out for things I can penny pinch. Household bills, I said $630 for the month. I came in at $556.06. For next month in July, this is going to change. I won't do this anymore because I'm just going to roll this over as a buffer in my account. I'm not going to add it to the existing emergency fund or sending extra mortgage principal payments. So the amount that I am going to roll over is $93.94. Correction, it's $73.94. So my savings account, this is just my personal account. You know, a girl got to have some money for herself. I want to make sure that I sent over $50 and I did. Sam's, I pay for the membership. It's $120 a year, so I set aside $10 a month and I wanted to do that. I do have a buffer in there, so in case they increase it for this month, I will have that buffer I can pull from. Cash envelopes, I reduced my spending to $10 a month and I have that. I didn't spend that. Groceries, I reduced it to $350 for this month, and this includes household items because it was Father's Day and then it was my husband's birthday, you know, for the month, and I'll tell you more about that. So that's why I decreased it to that. And then gas was $50 and the budget was $410 and I spent $370. So for spending, I had my $10 left over. For groceries, I just put Grubs. I had $20. And for gas was $10. And so that was a total of $40. Okay. And I will do a cash unstuffing in a moment in this video. So for stock up, I put in $10 and the actual was, I actually did that. Savings challenges was $120. I did $120. Now, for Father's Day and birthday, it was a success. We had a fantastic time. For Father's Day, my husband and my son-in-law, they like to eat at this expensive steakhouse. And my daughter and I, we paid for them to do that. It was amazing. And then for my husband's birthday, I had like just a bunch of shenanigans. Fantastic time. We went to the beach. I had everything set up. We went fishing. I posted a short. I won't go all into it because that can be annoying. People like, get on with it. Just, you know, get on with the budget. But I did post that, and I am proud to say this was just extra money, just in case I returned with this amount. I didn't have to spend any of it. So the actual that I have, because I'm going to roll it over, so it's $670, and I'm going to roll it over to July. And when I do my July budget, so come back to watch that, I will tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. There's some trips that I'm going on. I'm not sure they're going to happen, but I'll go ahead and pull the money out for it. But I'll go more into that at that time. So for the existing emergency fund, I was able to put in the $300. I didn't have anything left over. If I wasn't going to do that trip I would send that money to it, but that's okay because my goal is $600 a month. So I'm gonna hit right on it because I call it my extra mortgage principal payment, because my husband and I, we already pay our mortgage and then we both send extra principal payments. But then since I'm doing this penny challenge, I want to send even more because we want to pay our mortgage off as soon as possible. So the goal was $600 and the actual was $600. So the goal was met. I'm going to get me a sticker. And I'm going to put cool on this one. This one right here. And I will put it here. I didn't, do the, more than the $600, but that's still cool that I, reached that goal. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight this. So now I'm going to share with y'all money that I had left over for the month. This is my cash wallet for shopping. I have $10 left over. From my main budget, in the increments of $10, I pull it out and I will share with you what I'm going to do with this money. I have $10, $20, $30, $40 to add to this $10. So that's $50. For grocery, I have $20. And for gas, I have $10. What I do with my rollover money for my groceries and gas, this is the one envelope method. I got this from Jordan Page. I will put her name and the name of the video. Just type that in if you're interested in it, and she goes into great detail about this. I'm not doing it just yet. I was going to, so I'm just using it because it has, the month printed there. It's real pretty. I'm actually putting it in this envelope here. I did the 100 envelope challenge, I don't know, a year or so ago, and I didn't want to waste this envelope because, see, this was the number. So I'm just reusing it. Y'all know I recycle everything. So for groceries was the $20, and then gas is $10. And what I'll do is at the end of the year, I will come back and I will count how much money I had left over from each month. I forgot to tell y'all what I do with my rollover money from groceries and gas. So I save the money all year long. At the end of the year, I count the money up and I use it for the following year. So all the money for 2025, I use it for 2026 household stock-up items. If I need some extra money for gas here or there, I will pull some money from it. But it's mainly to keep my home stocked up. I'm just trying to deal with inflation and maximize my money. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's been a success. So I'm going to continue to do it. So what I'm going to do with this $50 is I have this $1,000 savings challenge. I got it from Amazon. If you haven't seen it before, it has a little pocket here and one here. And I bought it during Black Friday. And I fall for the okie doke of, yeah, here's the pocket. That I needed like $3 more to spend. I would get free shipping. And so I kept searching, and then this popped up. So I bought it. If you do it the way that it's supposed to be, you would save $40 for each envelope, but I'm not acting right. And you would save the $1,000. What I decided to do is I'm going to put $10 in here, and then at the end of the challenge, which is October, I'll put the $10 in here, and I will count it and see how much is in here. So these first two, I had already started, just here and there, and then this is what I put in so far from April and May, and then here we go with June. when we went for my husband's, for Father's Day first, let me see, what did I do with that? I had some money rolled over. Oh, I rolled it over to help for next year is what I did was. And then we went on a trip and I took it out. And so I put it in, I think my grandbabies, like something for my grandbabies. So I used that. So there's no money left from there. But for the actual birthday, I had some money left over. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. Yep, I hope you all had a great month and you're doing your budget closeout and everything is balancing out the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. The only thing, if you want to say was an issue, is that our servers where we were just horrible. And what I'm finding, they all talk about all these tips, people not tipping. And I don't know if they're disgruntled or what, but I tip. But y'all, I had to just go ahead on, like I didn't even leave tips because it was so horrible. And I feel bad because I'm not like that. But you can't be doing bad service and then think I'm going to tip you. No, like you gotta earn your thing back. You can't just keep being disgruntled and treating your customers bad. Other than that, the trip is fantastic. So here's what I've done so far. My goal is I want to try to just fill up all these envelopes. So we'll see. And then at the time, I'll decide what I'm going to do with it and I will share with you. If I fill up each envelope with the $10, I will save $250. So let's see. Okay, now, last thing and I'm going to let y'all go. This was my wallet I took with me on my husband's, our beach vacation getaway. I pulled money. This is my personal sinking funds binder that I keep at home, my little stash. And I pulled money from my travel envelope, right? Because when we got ready to walk out the door, I was like, oh, do I have enough cash? You know, you start having that panic mode. I do stuff like that. So I went through and pulled some money from there. And I was using these envelopes. And this actually kind of saved me because I didn't have to use that $670 I was telling y'all about on here. And I had, how much did I pull out? I don't know, $400 some, but anyway. So for shopping, I had money left over from my birthday. So I pulled that out. And don't pay any attention. I had notebook paper. I didn't want to waste the notebook paper, so I just cut it up and used that. I had $15. So that was all that I had there. Then dining out. We went to the Spot. I don't have any money left there. We went to IHOP. No money left there. And what we were doing is like, I would pay for a meal, then my family members would pay for a meal. We were just paying for each other, and it just worked out great. This was supposed to be for my grandkids, like their day food, their snacks, and road trip food. But we all brought snacks. And so we had everything for the kids. So what I did was I turned around. We were sitting by the bar, and we turned up, and we were drinking. And this turned out to be our drink money. And I have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. Oh man, it was fantastic. And let me tell y'all, I didn't post a video. I don't know if I will, but my son-in-law caught a shark. Yes, a little baby shark. I did film it. I got the whole thing from the time that it was in the water because we were all fishing and we were catching fish right and left. Everybody says that my daughter and I and the kids, that we were the good luck charm because when we came, everybody started catching fish. And they said when we left, everybody wasn't catching fish. But I didn't post it, you know. But I do have it, and it's a memory thing. So this was entertainment, and I don't know why I did that. But I didn't have to spend any money because my son-in-law was paying for everything as far as the entertainment goes. But 20, 25, 30. It's like extra entertainment things. Because I had already had all the event, you know, paid for and all that kind of stuff. So I had paid all that. And then they just pitched in with me. It was just great. You know, some family members are good and some are not. So they're a good family. So let's see what we had left over. I'm just talking. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have $55, and I am going to put it in this envelope here, because this is possibly a trip that I'm going to go on next month. It's kind of spontaneous, kinda. I'm just going to stick some money in here and be done. And I will use it and add money to it if I go. Yeah, it's going to be a trip. It's be like a first trip that I will be going without my husband, with someone else. And I'm just like, oh my God, but I'm excited about it. And I hope either way, I will tell y'all all about it. Whether if I go or not, I'll tell you about it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I really want to go. So that's everything. Everything has been like unstuffed and reallocated. And that's the end of all of my money. As a recap for how much I've saved so far, for April, $758, May was $600, and June was $600, for a total of $1,958. That is awesome. This is great motivation to keep going and watch my financial progression. Well, that concludes my video for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.